Hi folks, hope you're all good. This is another video about coronavirus. Um, yeah, basically it all seems pretty disastrous here in Britain and across the world now, apart from in China and maybe other places in the East. Um, I think, judging by my looking at the figures, um, we need to, if we take action now in Britain to do a kind of crackdown like they had in China, then we can still keep the deaths down to China kind of levels, like into the thousands. As I understand it, it takes a few weeks for people to die once they contract this thing, and if we act now, while the deaths are still in hundreds, we will, as I say, keep the deaths into the thousands. The tactics adopted by China appear to have worked, and the tactics adopted in Europe, especially noticeably in Italy, seem to be failing. In Britain, measures to keep people apart from one another are not even as strong as they are in Italy. So we need something a lot stronger than they're doing in Italy. The government seem to be resigned to most people getting the virus, to basically not contain the virus. They just seem to be think that we can do a few measures to just slow it down a bit. That is going to be disastrous. The NHS, the hospitals are going to be inundated. They're going to be overloaded. I'm not exactly sure when, but at some point, pretty soon, perhaps. And then patients are not going to. People are going to be dying. They're not. There's going to be no beds, no room in the hospitals at all for them. They're going to be dying at home, basically, because of the huge numbers of them. Um, Estimates about how many people die from this virus seem to, I mean, in my head, they kind of vary because I think the research in Wuhan was suggesting, was it like 2 or 3% of people dying? But hopefully, loads of people get it without symptoms and they weren't counted in that. So maybe it could be a lot lower, maybe a tenth of that or something. But if deaths are between 0.2% of people that get the virus and 2%, then we're looking at huge figures. I mean, that is going to shoot us up between something like 100,000 and a million deaths in the UK. This is huge death. It's completely preventable. The Chinese experience has proven it's preventable, but we need to do drastic state coordinated things. Oh, well, I don't think they're that drastic. They're probably the kind of communist things I think we should be doing anyway. But it's absolute life or death that we do it now. So I'm thinking in terms of we need to get a massive effort to deliver food to every house. This can be done by the army. It can be done by the police. We can recruit task force people. The state can pay people who are not doing other work. The police and the emergency services, they can knock on doors, phone around, try and get recruits. People will do this work. We need to shut all the shops. We need to shut the supermarkets. People are meeting, they're queuing up in the supermarkets. The schools have been shut. Yeah, they're not fully. They need to be fully shut. All non-vital work needs to stop. It's absolutely essential that this happens. It's been argued. I think people might argue that uh, if we're going to something along the lines of if we're going to get there's no point in prolonging the inevitable. This is the tactic of the British government now. They think we might as well get it now or something. But that is catastrophic. It's really important these people don't get the disease all at the same time. Slowing it down is good, but we can stop it. The Chinese have proven we can stop this. Please, British government, try to stop this thing now, and governments across the world. Failing the government's actions, we must stay at home. All act like you've got the virus. Stay at home. Do not go out for any reason. Walk off your job. Money doesn't matter compared to lives. You will probably not lose your job. You will get the same kind of work back. If you're broke for a bit, you will survive that. There will be huge shame on the part of the government after this, and anybody who really tried to didn't do what they could to stop this happening. You will get compensation. You will get your job back. Please walk off your job. Stay in the house. Quarantine yourself. We must do this now. Thank you.